If you were working towards passing the CPA exam or you had just started studying, shifting to working from home full-time could have thrown you for a huge loop. Even though a lot of jobs in the accounting industry can be done from home, studying for the exam while working remotely can be a real challenge. So all of a sudden you need to set up a home office, figure out your work hours, figure out your study hours, stay as productive as possible, and maintain some level of sanity through all this. Luckily, there's a few simple ideas that you can implement to ensure that your work-life study balance all work for you. So number one, setting up your home office, or for some people like me, a home office. Doesn't really need to be an office. It could be a dining room like mine, a kitchen, part of your basement, part of your bedroom, a dedicated space in your living room. Whatever it is, you want to ensure that there's some level of separation between you and the people that you're spending your time with. So that could be your kids, your spouse, your pets. You want to ensure that maybe if there's a door that you can close, that's probably best, a divider you can put up. Whatever you want to do to dedicate your home office space as a workspace, the better. And you want to make sure that you're comfortable in there. Comfy chair, there's a place to put your coffee, it's not completely cluttered with papers. You're going to be spending a lot of time in this area as your home office, so you want to make sure that you're comfortable. Number two, to be sure that you're effectively working from home, there's a couple of tips there as well. So set up your designated work hours. Keep a schedule. If you naturally wake up at 6 o'clock and your work hours don't start till 8 o'clock, that doesn't mean that you have to pop on the computer right away and start working immediately. Make sure you try to stay within your work parameters as much as possible. Yeah, go in early, start early, stay late, that's fine. But don't overwork yourself. Just because you're home right now doesn't mean that you need to be at work 24/7. Stay connected to your team as much as possible. It'll help during a transition. Zoom, Skype for Business, Teams, Slack, whatever you use, try to stay as connected as possible here. It's different. It's a little weird to not just be able to lean over a cubicle or go up to your boss's door and ask for advice on a project, but you can always hop on a video call. And it's also really important to take time for yourself. If you get lunch breaks, take them. When you're done at, say, maybe 5:30, close the computer and take the time for yourself. Go watch a movie, spend time with your loved ones, whatever it might be. Don't feel like you need to constantly be working. Now, the same goes for CPA exam study. So you want to create a study schedule. Let's say that your work ends at 5:30. Maybe you take some time to cook dinner and watch TV, but 7:30, 8 o'clock, you start studying. Those are your designated study times. So you want to make sure that those are around you, those that you're spending your time with while you're stuck inside, are aware of what you're doing when you're studying. Now, I would recommend that your CPA exam study space be the same as your workspace, and just kind of get in the mental sphere that whenever you're in that space, you're working, you're studying. And it's also really important to stay up to date with any changes that go on around the CPA exam and the Prometric Testing Center, anything like that. We have a great resource on our site, surgencpareview.com. It's our COVID-19 resource page. If you have any questions regarding that, I highly recommend you check it out. Thank you very much for tuning in, and best of luck from working from home and for studying for the exam.